All right, guys. A bunch of you asked me in the comments to take a look. Take a look at this Tim Kennedy video. Take a look. I'm like, what video? So, a bunch of people, many of you actually reached out, emailed me a link to video with Tim Kennedy going against CrossFitter doing shooting, and it was. I mean, I'll put a link down in the description to this video. But what kind of jumped out at me is it's really not a very interesting video, quite honestly. If you, I mean, and there's a couple ways to look at it. So first, if you look at it through like a hype lens, like, oh, we got like special forces guy over here and like CrossFit guy over here. It's like it's sort of interesting in that way. I will admit, like if you don't really know what you're looking at, but if you like watching the shooting in the video, and this isn't even to be mean. It's just not high level shoot, not from either guy. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to see. I mean, is this CrossFit guy super talented at shooting? I don't know. I don't watch Tim Kennedy shoot a whole lot. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I don't watch his shooting. I don't pay any attention to it. So a 9 or 10 minute segment of a YouTube video where Tim Kennedy is shooting, that's the most I've seen him shoot. And he's not very good. He's like, it was one comment he made that struck me is when he's like, I've been shooting my whole adult life, but when somebody says, I've been shooting 22 years or I've been shooting for 7 years or something like that, typically that's a marker. Like if I hear that, they're probably not very proficient. People that are very proficient tend to become so really quickly once they decide to start practicing. So it might be 6 months, 12 months, year and a half or whatever. And they'll be, not the best, but they'll be very, very good very, very quickly because they're practicing a lot, practicing frequently, doing all that stuff. Whereas you can just kind of casually shoot every few months or, whatever. Maybe you did some shooting in the military. You don't shoot that much anymore. You shoot here and there. And it's in your head, just like, I've been doing this my whole adult life. Reality, not so much. So I didn't know what I was going to see in this video. Like, am I going to see a very talented CrossFit guy beat a pretty competent shooter or something like that? No, not really. It's just like one guy is like, I mean, I think Tim Kennedy, I would assess him as like C or B class, like USP, like painting with a broad brush, just watching the skills and technique there. It's just like, okay, like not very good shooting on the move, kind of like a little hesitant, really unsure. He just fall right into that C class or B class, not really exceptional or even interesting. Just kind of a guy shooting who is okay, maybe. And then the CrossFit guy he wasn't even really that different. He won. He didn't win by a lot, but he was a little bit better, a couple seconds faster across like a 60-second stage. All in all, like I said, it's from that perspective, it's really not that interesting to watch because what I'm watching is two guys who are like physically in good shape, and I think the CrossFit guy's like super talented physically, and he did well given his experience, but he's not like he wasn't amazing or anything like that. It was okay. I think most of the people like watching this video because they like watching Tim Kennedy lose because they don't like Tim Kennedy. And it's like, well, that's totally fair. Just watching in the video, you're just like, wow, I don't really like this guy's personality. He's complaining a lot about the other guy getting coaching and stuff like that. And then there's the dickhead dude from Staccato that was slagging me, the cigar dude. That dude slagged me a lot. Like, okay, whatever. It's like you watch that and you're like, okay, this isn't that interesting. I get it. The comments were maybe the most interesting. Here's a good one. I love that a civilian won the shooting competition against a U.S. Special Forces guy. To me, it's like when it was thought that no one could break a 4-minute mile, but as soon as a person proved it could be done, more athletes started breaking through that barrier. Incredible content. Love this format. And that's kind of a fun comment. But I mean, it's disconnected from reality. Like beating a U.S. Special Forces guy at shooting, which like if it's a Green Beret guy, like it's not like they have ammo coming out their ass and they get tons of training. They don't get as much shooting as you think they get. It's not like running a 4-minute mile. Let me tell you. I mean, it's not like that. So that comment was kind of funny. Jason shooting that well is unreal. Maybe it was a lack of pressure he put on himself knowing who he was going against, or maybe he secretly shoots more than he trains because holy shit. And it's like, that's a crazy comment too, because it's not very, I'm not trying to be an asshole. It wasn't like super proficient shooting. It was like C-ish, B-ish class, like the CrossFit dude. He's a physically talented dude. He's, like reflexes, body's put together. He's going to be able to do athletic things okay without a ton of training because he's done a ton of training. It was just like, I mean, Jason shooting that well is unreal. You watch it like it is far from unreal. It's like aim, shoot, aim, bing, dismount the gun, walk 2 steps, gun comes back up. It was not like it was high level. It was like he just beat Tim Kennedy. That's what he did. Yeah, anyway, so that's my take on it. A bunch of you wanted me to watch it. There it is.